Mildmay Cazalet Memorial.
And Graham McCourt was at pains to get Stearsby set off somewhere behind them, and is at the rear as they jump the first, which they all jump safely. First to 24 in this Anthony Mildmay Peter Cazalet Memorial, 3 miles, 5 furlongs, 18 yards a trip, and Sacred Path on the outside of West Tip, and a much more aggressive attitude with West Tip. Up with the pace today as Ryman Reason, oops, he skids badly on landing, and that cost him a length or two. But it's Sacred Path, a front runner from West Tip, who's up there, balling along in second. Back to third is Catchphrase in the black jacket. On the left of him with the white sleeves, Stearsby. Then Ryman Reason, followed by You're Welcome, and Lucky Vein is last. As they pass us, with a second to go, 2 seconds to go, and Sacred Path on the outside of West Tip. Then Ryman Reason on the outside of Catchphrase, and Stearsby and Lucky Vein and You're Welcome is the back marker. But I remember You're Welcome getting a long way behind in a race here last season and storming up the hill to win, having been given no chance by a certain commentator in running. West Tip on the inside of Sacred Path, matching strides as they race down towards the third. West Tip and Sacred Path. See how they jump it. Both jump it well. Ryman Reason again out to his left. Then Catchphrase and Stearsby, favourite, in 5th place as they level up into the back stretch, where they jump 7, 2 plain, a ditch, then the water jump. So Sacred Path, the leader, by 3 parts of a length to West Tip, who jumps it well. They all jump well, all over the 4th. To the 5th, West Tip, Sacred Path, Ryman Reason, Catchphrase, Stearsby. Another bold jump by the national winner, West Tip. So the Grand National winner, we've got 3 national winners in this race. West Tip at the ditch, jumps it well. Stearsby just lost a little bit on landing. And so to the water jump. Sacred Path going up again on the outside of West Tip. Then Ryman Reason, Catchphrase, followed by Stearsby, Lucky Vein and You're Welcome at the water. Leaders over, all over the water. You're Welcome, just the back marker. These 3 railway fences now come close together. Sacred Path, West Tip, 1-2, from Ryman Reason 3rd, Catchphrase 4, Stearsby 5. Leaders over that, You're Welcome in last place. To the 9th, Sacred Path, leader. Go to the last on the far side, Sacred Path, Ryman Reason, West Tip. Sacred Path, Ryman Reason, West Tip, Catchphrase, Stearsby. And then comes Lucky Vein and You're Welcome, just the back marker. So Stearsby at 11 to 8, Sacred Path at 9 to 2, West Tip at 11 to 2, Lucky Vein at 6 to 1, the odds at which you will be rewarded when your selection wins. Let's hope it's one of those 4. So Sacred Path in the lead. From Ryman Reason in 2nd and West Tip 3rd, and then Catchphrase 4. Followed then by Stearsby and Lucky Vein and You're Welcome. They come to the pond fence. This is the 11th of the 24. So it's Sacred Path and Ryman Reason and West Tip. And Catchphrase, this is the 11th. All jumping well. And as they level up to the 12th, it's a plain fence. It's Sacred Path, the leader. And West Tip and Ryman Reason. And Stearsby jumping well on the inside, Catchphrase, and Lucky Vein and You're Welcome. They come to the 13th. This is a ditch. And it's Sacred Path in the lead. Comes to it. All the leading 4 jumped it safely. They're all over the 13th. And John Oaksey, a much more aggressive attitude by West Tip.
Yes, he's been giving an absolute exhibition of jumping so far and touching wood. So has the much less experienced Sacred Path. Stearsby, who's beautifully placed, tucked in on the inside on the rails, got the 3 railway fences all wrong. They say if you beat the first one wrong, you miss the next 2, and he certainly carried that, brought that, made that come through, because he missed all 3 of those. He won't need to do that this time, and since then, I must say, his jumping has improved a great deal. He's actually never won on a right-hand course before, although he's quite often tended to jump to the right. But at the moment, going to the downhill fence, Graham McCourt is in an absolutely perfect place inside West Tip. He must be very, very hopeful indeed on Stearsby.
close up to Sacred Path. Sacred Path and Stearsby jumped that particularly well. And then West Tip back in third. Rhyme and Reason and Catchphrase, a gap then of some 6 lengths to Lucky Vein and 4 to You're Welcome. They turn into the back stretch. And it's Sacred Path in the lead from West Tip second and Stearsby going well third. Catchphrase close up in 4 and Rhyme and Reason 5, and these 6 clear of the other 2. This is the first in the back straight. Sacred Path jumps it quickly and well. Stearsby is second and West Tip third. And then Catchphrase and Rhyme and Reason to the next. Sacred Path and Stearsby. Stearsby jumping well and now matches strides with Sacred Path. West Tip back in third. And then comes Catchphrase. Oh, what a beautiful jump by Stearsby there. Marvellous jump, Stearsby. From Sacred Path second, West Tip is third, and Catchphrase is 4, and Rhyme and Reason is finding a pace a bit hot. These are leading 5, well clear of Lucky Vein and You're Welcome. And the sun's come out as they take the water jump, and it's Stearsby in the lead from Sacred Path, and these two going 2 to 3 lengths clear of Catchphrase, and then West Tip and Rhyme and Reason. And so these 3 railway fences on the back straight. 6 from home this. Stearsby in the lead. Stearsby. Oh, okay. Sacred Path is second. Catchphrase third. Then West Tip and Rhyme and Reason. To the middle of the railway fences. Stearsby jumps it well. Sacred Path in second and Catchphrase third. To the last on the far side. Stearsby in the lead. Stearsby jumps it well. Sacred Path second. Catchphrase makes ground on the outside. West Tip gives way and is passed by Rhyme and Reason, but it's Stearsby in the lead. From in second place Sacred Path, with Catchphrase going well on the outside in third. West Tip tries to get back into contention in 4, comes on the inside of Rhyme and Reason 5, and these well clear of Lucky Vein and You're Welcome, who are tailed off. So with just 3 to jump, it's Stearsby, Sacred Path and Catchphrase in the black jacket as they come down towards the third last. Fence 22 of the 24, and West Tip starts to get into gear again. So this is 3 out, and it's Stearsby who jumps in the lead from Catchphrase and Sacred Path. They've got 2 to jump, and now Stearsby turns into the home straight and really turns on the power, but Sacred Path comes under pressure and responds. They've got 2 to jump. Stearsby in the lead from Sacred Path in second. Catchphrase is third. West Tip is back in 4. Rhyme and Reason is 5, and Stearsby now has to go for everything as Sacred Path throws down a big challenge. Stearsby in the lead by 2 lengths at the last. Stearsby jumps it well. Sacred Path doesn't. Catchphrase is back in third. And on the stiff uphill climb to the finish, it's Stearsby in the lead, but Sacred Path is trying to find more. Catchphrase puts in a renewed and fast challenge on the near side. And it's Stearsby who's going to win it, though. At the post, Stearsby into the winner. Catchphrase is second. Sacred Path is third. A gap then to West Tip, who finished well in 4th. Rhyme and Reason in 5th completed the course. So too did Lucky Vein, and You're Welcome was last. And so the winner of this Anthony Mildmay Peter Cazalet Memorial is the 11-to-8 favourite, number 2, Stearsby, owned by Terry Ramsden, trained at Upper Lambourne by Jenny Pittman, and ridden by Graham McCourt, his 13th winner of the season. He won't be considering that too unlucky. Second was number 6, Catchphrase, owned by Mr. Ken Carr, trained at Findon by Josh Gifford and